A live video of what goes on in the stool. For those people who don't check them, turns out that the average medication for clearing parasites did not work, so now we have to go for medication number 2. All right, so you get me a weight for this guy, and we'll get him dosed up. Or acquired over a year ago at a reptile show. Was supposed to have been completely free of parasites in the whole routine. Anyway, this is our this is our first recheck. Anyway, after treating it, we have tons of organisms in there. And do you have to use your flash while you're taking pictures of my stuff?
Oh. Beautiful.
Yeah, in that scientific, parasitic, life is awesome kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are breeding reptiles, understand that every one of those little things there have as much a will to live as the reptile you're carrying. So without a very strong scientific and educated approach, you have to separate the souls of this slide from the soul of the patient you're selling. All right. For our red beardy that was actually seen a while back, or acquired over a year ago at a reptile show, was supposed to have been completely free of parasites in the whole routine. Anyway, this is our this is our first recheck. Anyway, after treating it, we have tons of organisms in there. And do you have to use your flash while you're taking pictures of my stuff?
Oh.
I see how you are. The glare is killing me over here.
Okay.
Someone is videoing my video, so anyway, so this is just to show a live video of what goes on in the stool. For those people who don't check them, turns out that the average medication for clearing parasites did not work, so now we have to go for medication number 2. All right, so you need to get me a weight for this guy, and we'll get him dosed up.
All right.
That is cool, though. So that's a good camera work right there, buddy. Look at him moving. Awesome. I found another spot here on the slide. It's even more numerous than the last place. That's like a little city. That's a little city of protozoa. Look at all those little lives running around. Wow, that is cool. Yeah, in that scientific, parasitic, life is awesome kind of way. And for those of you who are breeding reptiles, understand that every one of those little things there have as much a will to live as the reptile you're carrying. So without a very strong scientific and educated approach, you have to separate the souls of this slide from the soul of the patient you're selling. It's complicated. Here's the good news. Be glad these organisms don't have bigger wallets and pocketbooks than your patients and their clients. Later.
Is this a beardy on me? Is this a beardy on me? Who put this in? Are you tired?
I love you, Amber. That's so funny.
I'm tired. What?
Is that oh, that's what he's going for. I got you. I thought that the shy demure look.
The shy.
That's got you got issues. Look, that's where Daddy beat you as a child.
Now let me ask you this. Like they play together or anything, but like I'll feed her and Molly's usually like around there somewhere. It's horrible.
Okay, it is Thursday morning. We're at Bayview. We saw this lizard here about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was one that was acquired approximately over a year ago at the Slidell Reptile Expo. As a general rule, I always tell everyone, have your reptiles checked, or any animal that you get, dog, cat, or monkey, or horse, cow, lizard, whatever, get it all checked by a veterinarian, because you never know what they're carrying. Always go through an isolation routine where you keep them separate from the other animals, just in case you do bring something home from the zoo. Doesn't mean everyone should suffer because of it. So always practice your isolation techniques and also have it checked by a veterinarian, especially when qualified for someone like this. Okay. Anyway, so with that in mind, it turns out that they actually brought it in at the year anniversary of acquiring him finally, and found out that what they thought was a stunted and slow growing lizard probably had a reason for being stunted and slow growing, because you were chock full of parasites. At the first exam, we saw tons and tons of Trichomonas. Now I'm seeing at least 2 species of Trichomonas and some other parasites in there as well, but they're all protozoa. I tried for the least invasive version of this, which is basically trying the dewormer panicure, since it's a member of the azole drugs that sometimes covers them. But in this case, they did not. So we'll have to go for a stronger medication, which is a little bit harder on the lizards, and we'll see how this works this next time. Anyway, I have added, or we will add, those the videos of this and Amber's photo shoot with the lizard in the back. Just because I believe in humor, and that was just too cool not to add to this video. Anyway,
Famous.
So we'll have this one posted pretty quickly because it's a really good learning lesson, and there was a lot of reptiles that were acquired over that last show, so I'm hoping that those that went there and saw me there will realize this needs to be done, again, by someone who's qualified for these creatures. So with that in mind, we're going to go and let this one out of here with the new medication in that bottle. And you want to give us a pose?
My Lucy, my prop, my good prop.
Yeah.
She does. It's like an added.
It was a beautiful brooch. It was. Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's what she looks like today. We have her weight. She has improved according to all reports. Unfortunately, I was expecting her to be a lot chunkier this week, but she is filling out. She has gained weight. You can actually don't see as many ribs as we saw before. So she's already gaining some weight. I just wish the parasites were all gone. So as of today, we're starting a new treatment, and hopefully that'll make all the difference in the world. Okay, so bye-bye.
Bye.